Hello everyone, my name is Jain Himre. Today we will see how to develop the full stack development project. Okay, so for that we will use Spring Boot framework as a backend, and for frontend we will use Angular 12, and for database we will use MySql Workbench 8.0. Okay. So without wasting any time, just get started. So first of all, I will open my Spring Boot STS 4.19. So you can use any ID like Eclipse, IntelliJ. So uh, that I am using STS because it gives many advanced features. So okay. So I have created one project here. It's a payment app. Just just open there. We used here layered structure, controller to service cloud. First of all, in controller. Before that, I create here one entity payment class. In that, there are some fields like ID, email, name, salary, date, amount, payment method, description, and status. So I use here Lombok. So there is no need for getter setter and just uh, use this annotation at the rate data, and because this is the entity, uh, we are going to connect with MySQL database. For that, we use here at the rate entity. And for primary key, we use at the rate ID also. If you want to change the table name, so you can use here at the rate column also. So I just change payment ID. Okay. Then we are going to use this payment object into the controller. Okay. Go to the controller. And here, because we are uh, configure our backend to the front end, so for that we use here cross origin at the rate cross origin innovation. Without this, we can't connect our backend to front end. So it's very important. After that, because this is controller, so use the REST controller notation. We know that, and use here for mapping, request mapping at the request mapping. So we simply used here the CRUD operation for that. We use first of all at the rate post mapping. We simply post whatever the URL coming from the client. We just post to the controller to service, then service to data object uh, down layer, and down to MySQL database. So for that, it's at the request mapping. And then you can do here slash at the rate payments or anything. Endpoint. This is endpoint. So Then we create one method which is create payment, and simply use the request body annotation, because here we are going to pass this payment which we create in Bojo. So for that, we use the request body. Then all the data of payment, so object, we pass to the service layer. For that, here we simply print this by system.out.println. After that, we return to the uh, controller again. For that, we return here payment service. First of all, we here I am not use this interface. So you should use interface. I simply create here the DAO ampere, payment DAO ampere. In here, I just create this method, create payment. I used here same method name because uh, it's simple to use for because of that we don't get confused in naming convention. So here we pass this payment object to the service layer, and this is the DAO layer. In service layer, we just pass this payment and return to DAO. Just control open implementation. So we redirected it to the DAO IMPL. So we pass this payment object to DAO layer. Here I use the session factory for connecting to the database. You can simply use the data JPA repository or CRUD repository, anything. I use their session factory. For that, we have already discussing demo 3, how to add dependency into the form.xml file or the session factory. So you don't need do anything extra, just add the JPA dependency, Spring Data JPA. After that, we can access this session factory. Okay, then we just because this is the post mapping, we use here create sorry, save payment session dot save payment. Just print here that your data is coming. So after that, transaction dot commit. It is required for any transaction like add, update, or delete. We use commit. Okay. Then return payment for the response. We just return object here. You can return anything like string, object, or you can pass as per the requirement. So I just return object here. Okay. Then same, just like that, we use here for CRUD operation, put mapping also for update, and here we update the payment with the request body. just like post mapping. Here we update this payment and just passing this object from the URL. Okay. Then for delete mapping also, we are using this ID as the endpoint. For that, we use the curly bracket and your path variable should be the same, just like your uh, unique ID. Okay. This name should be same. Otherwise, it will give an error. Okay. So remaining action will be same. Just you have to pass this to service to DAO, and just like for gate mapping or paste the data from the database. You need gate mapping also, and we we can access this data by using the ID. For that, we use here uh, ID in curly bracket. So, and we use this CRUD operation. Okay. Uh, Go to the service. Here, we just pass uh, this object to the DAO layer. Nothing else. So just follow the layered structure. Here, the interface is important, but I don't create because uh, it's my fault. So interface is you should create interface. Okay. Then in down layer, we just in get payment, we just use session factory for all thread operation. So for get method, we use here session.get payment.class ID. Because this payment object is coming from we create this class, and for that we pass the ID. So for that we're using here ID. Okay. We for exception handling we use try and catch block. So if there is any exception, the e.pin stack trace, here we get the whatever exception and exact location of that exception also. Okay, then simply return this object payment. Okay, so after that, we'll check our project is running properly or not. So go to the payment app application. Simply right click, run as Spring Boot application. Okay, so our project is up and running. So it's running on the port 8080. So first of all, we will check in Postman all our CRUD operation is properly working or not. Okay, here I have create one payment uh, localhost 8080/add payment. Go to the controller. Here for posting, we use this add payment. This endpoint should be same, otherwise error will occur. I just okay, because this is the post mapping, we need to use in body JSON is JSON object. So you can just if you don't know how to create this JSON, so you can just use the ChatGPT also. So I just uh, take this JSON from the ChatGPT. So this field, but this field key and value, this key must be same as we have used in Pojo. So just open our entity class payments. Okay, so this field ID, email, name, salary should be same as JSON key. Okay, otherwise it will not work. So I will just should send. Okay, here we get the object because we return object here. So 200 status code, everything is okay. We'll just check here in console. Question marks, this is the query is generated because we use here in a src/resources in application properties. We use the hibernate properties for auto updation, DDL auto update, which is used to allow the hibernate to generate SQL image for particular database. Okay, and this DDL auto is used for create, drop, update with the database. Automatically update our table. We don't need to update manually, but we use this. Okay, so we'll check next put mapping. So I have checked this all current operation. So without wasting much time, we will simply connect this backend to the front end, which we use here Angular 12. So we will check their all the operation. Okay. So I just close this postman, open our project. I am creating this folder. Just second Angular project. Here I have created this payment folder. Okay, so go to the directory path payment. Just open this SRC. Here, click on top, type CMD, enter. So it will give all our path directory. So here we need to open this in base code. So for that, just type here code space dot enter. So it will open our project on base code automatically. Okay, just close it, open SRC. Okay, everything is fine. So in app, I have created this all the component, home component, login component for login purpose. If we are using the banking related work, so authentication login is very important. I just create for sample here. Uh, okay, now just run this project. Uh, Go to the terminal, click on new terminal. Here, here, type ng space serve space hyphen o for the uh, default browser. It will open directly. Enter. It will take some time. So first, so we are using this um, for the for checking if everything is uh, properly work or not. Whatever we have done in backend. So you can use React also. If you know React, it's not a big deal because I am using regular from the past 1 year. So I just use regular. Okay, your Wi-Fi connection should be proper. Otherwise, it it will be an error because all dependency is required. We wait till this. Generating browser application bundles is building. Okay, compile successfully. It will directly redirect it to a browser. Where whatever we have added in database, I have added this 8 tables. So it's simply showing dashboard. So code 00 is used for the Angular, just like this is the code localhost colon equal to 00. Okay, so we'll check here the CRUD operation is working properly or not. So first, we get this all data. That means the get go to the backend. It means our get mapping is working properly. Go to the controller, get mapping, get all data, get mapping, get all data. Here we uh, return the list of event, get all. It works properly. So for that, we need to check what is uh, what data is stored in our database. Just I will open my database, MySql workbench 8.0. So uh, and it will there that it's showing the proper data. So in um, transaction entity, okay. So this is all the data. Okay. This all data is created in database. So post mapping also working properly, and we'll check the update and delete operation. It's delete mapping and put mapping is working properly or not. Go to the front end away base code in browser itself, because I have add here in a dashboard set this edit and delete button. Just click on edit if you want to update anything. Like here Jay. So I will change this name. Uh, so for that I will just click on edit button on it. So in uh, here update session, all the data from this row like email ID, salary date, description, status, all this data automatically captured in this table update columns. Okay, so I will change here this name JN Mundre. Okay, and email ID also I will change, which is Ankit. I will change this Mundre. Okay, and salary also I'll change this 29. But non-log 20,000. Okay, so we have uh, done some changes. So just click on update button. Go to the, this is not changed because we need to refresh it. So control R. Okay, so you can use control R as well as you can click here also. So it will refresh. So our data is updated properly. Look at this. Change email ID is and salary also updated. So our code mapping here we have used code mapping. It worked properly. And last is delete mapping. So just go to the here I have created this button, delete button, and just simply how it works in home. Let's go to the HTML. Here I use this table, and in that I used just in heading action column. So an action, we use this delete button. We have edit button and delete button. Okay, we just bind this with the help of click event binding and use the for mapping properly. We use here this row dot ID, so it will give proper ID of row means input data, which we have created in TypeScript component or component. We use this all the property files. Okay, this property here, here. So we just use this and passing to the template reference variable. Okay, so we can use here ng model also. Ng model. If we use ng model, then we don't need to use the reference template reference variable. Accordingly, we can use form model also. Okay, then in dashboard, go to the dashboard. Simply, I want to delete this. I want to delete anyone. So here, this view, I don't want this view. So I will simply click on delete button. Just refresh. Okay. Control Z. There is Control Z. So I just delete this once. Again, I will delete this 6 number. Delete. Refresh. So it worked properly. In this way, we have done all operation. So third operation. If you want to change this title, you can simply change, go to the HTML.html, and here you can change this tag back India. By Java. Control S. State Bank of India by China. So in this way, you can change anything. This is simply the using HTML, CSS, and TypeScript. We have done this project. Okay, so just refresh here. Was all done. So go to the transaction. just check where is our table created. Local host payment error, payment list database. Okay, so in database, uh, our table is payment list. That's why it's showing another table. Also, go to the payment here. Okay, so sorry, that table is our table. So all the data is added properly here. So if any changes occur here, so you can just check on the backend. Here our table is created, table name, create database. If not exist means it will, if it's not created, it will create by this uh, code automatic. So okay guys, thanks for watching. So in this way, we have created our full stack development project. So I will stop here. Thank you.